Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Tahir Zulfikar. I am from USA. I'm living in here in USA for around 30 years and I wanted to bring some of my experiences of traveling to USA for the benefit of everyone. So if you are coming first time to the USA or you are planning to come to the USA in the near future, you would get benefit out of this video. So if you have a green card and or if you have a work permit, you are coming with a family or you are coming alone, this information would be useful for you. Now many of us already have some friends or relatives in the United States and they provide us some of the information which is pretty useful. But those friends who are already in the United States may encourage you or discourage you based on their experiences. So that's why I'm producing this video, which would give you an independent analysis of what to expect when you arrive in USA and what should you do before coming here to get prepared for coming here. Before you arrive in the USA, do the following in your country. If you are coming alone, please bring at least $1,000 to $2,000 depending on your budget. I would strongly recommend at least $1,000. Now, there are some brave people, young people, those who bring even $500 and they survive, but that is very challenging. So I would recommend that you bring $1,000 to $2,000 at least with you. I would strongly recommend to arrange a place to stay here in the USA with one of your friends or somebody your friend know who need a roommate, but you have at least 2 weeks to 4 weeks of place to stay here before you arrive here. Otherwise, it would become very difficult. I would not recommend staying at hotel at all because it's very expensive and it will kill your budget. I would recommend that you come to a city, your arrival city here in the United States, which has a very good transportation system. So you are independent and can move around the city easily. You can go and give interviews, get a job, and you already have a bus to take you to the work and bring you back. That is a huge success and advantage. Don't worry at all about your spoken English. People are very friendly here and they are very familiar with the immigrants, people coming from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, all over the world. They came here before, so they understand that we would struggle a little bit when coming to the USA and speaking English. People are very friendly. Whatever you can speak that, and then they will help you to guide you where you need to go or what question you have. Don't worry about anyone making fun of your English language because it's not common here. This is important to know here that nobody cares you know English or you don't know English because there are many people like that and everyone respects that. Now, especially boys and men who are coming alone and have a very tight budget, you don't need to bring all kind of expensive items or clothes. You can come here and there's a store called Walmart. It's where it is for low income to middle class people. They have a good merchandise and it would be according to the weather here. You can purchase here. And I understand in the beginning it's difficult. There are some thrifty stores. There are some stores who sell used merchandise. They have clothes in good conditions and many other items. You can take advantage of that. Now, the good news. You are coming here after leaving everybody behind. The good news is that here it is in USA, it is very peaceful. Our neighbor countries, Canada and others, are peaceful countries, so you don't have to worry about that there would be a fight over Kashmir or there would be any other kind of fight, and borders will be insecure and there would be uncertainty. It's not here. It's very peaceful. Now, there is no outage of electricity, so be happy. No outage of water and no outage of gas and clean sewerage system. So you have a day-to-day peace of mind. Mostly the streets are clean, nice. There is a greenery, trees most of the places, and it looks very nice and peaceful, which is kind of different when we come from our countries. I don't come to USA or live, I rather live in my own country if I have these facilities I just described to you. And of course, a job. If I have a job and those peace of minds, my country is the best place to live. But I think we immigrants understand that. We come to the United States and other countries because of the challenges, financial situations, and get some peace of mind and education and advance our careers. Now, if you are coming with the family, it's great. You won't have a homesickness, but be prepared yourself and your family for the challenges when you come here. Things would be okay, but you have to be mentally prepared for the challenges. Now, if you have a big family in which there are more than one person who can travel with you, guide you through the travel, then I would recommend that send one of them ahead of you to the United States so he can come here, look at a place to stay for you, look at the apartments, their rents, commute, bus system, etc. This information he can give you directly and with your point of view. You can take advantage of that and then come as a family to the United States. But if you don't have anyone who can come before, no worries, your friends and relatives are here, and also the communities, Pakistani communities, Indian communities, Bangladesh communities, people from those communities are very helpful and they try to help you in the beginning to settle down, to get a place to stay. But strongly recommended, make full plan to stay with someone else for 2 to 4 weeks. Now, money. Well, it depends upon your budget. Different people would have different money. I know people who have brought $15,000 to $20,000, but I know that's too much. But minimum you should have is at least $3,000 to $5,000 if you are coming with a family of 5. You have to have that much money to survive, and otherwise you would be in trouble after living 3 to 4 weeks here. Now, I would strongly recommend if you are coming with the families, come to a city, as I said before, where the transportation system is good, where the buses are available readily, and you can get to any corner of the city with the help of the bus. This will give you a mobility. You can go to the job and come back, and you don't need anybody's help. You can go and search the jobs. You can visit the different part of cities, etc. So strongly recommended. Come to a city if you're coming, especially when you're coming with a family, where the bus transport system or other transport systems are good. Now, if you're traveling with a family, there's a small possibility that you may miss a flight, a connecting flight, and you have to stay at the airport. Don't worry about that. You know, airports are safe, and you can spend a night over there if you like. You can go to the hotel, but of course, if it's a big family, it becomes very difficult. So stay at the airport, and then take your next flight onto your route. But do not worry and don't get panicked. Now, for ladies, this is from my wife, and she gave me this information and she gave me these recommendations, so I'm bringing it to you. Bring casual wearing depending on the weather of the city of your arrival, and do not bring too many fancy or party wear. Especially in the beginning, they would not be needed. Later on, the arrangements can be made. But my wife recommends that you have a casual wearing, and you have a clothes which you feel easy to go to work and come back and survive 8 hours in those clothes without any problem while doing your job. Once you come here and settle down, there would be enough time, and soon you would have resources to buy the kind of clothes you wanted. You can call your friends and family in Pakistan and order them, that send those items. It's not very difficult, it's not very expensive, and nowadays online these things are readily available. Now, general preparations. Number one, collect all your visa and passport at one place and put it in a place where you just cannot forget about them while you are leaving. You don't want to create hazard while you are driving to the airport, and that would create problem for you. Number two, and very important, make the photocopies of all your travel documents, at least 3 copies. Give 2 copies to member of your family, so you have original documents, and 2 photocopies, different people, just in case if you lose the original document, you at least have something to show to the immigration, to the people that you are traveling legally. And 1 photocopy you should put to the luggage, which would be given to the airline, so that there's something in your luggage as well when you need that could be a useful help for you. Now, take the phone number of the WhatsApp or Messenger ID. Keep in mind that as soon as you would arrive in the airport, you would not have a SIM or local phone number to call. You can use the public phone. But if you have WhatsApp and Messenger, you can, as soon as you land, there's internet available on the airport, you can easily call and talk to them. I would recommend that. But if not, you have an option to use the public phone and call your family and friends. Order halal foods, especially if you are traveling from an airline which is a non-Muslim country, non-Muslim airline. Call your airline before you start your travel and let them know that you need a Muslim halal meal during your travel. It's very important, otherwise you would have problem in eating the other food. Last thing but not least, it's very important that you check the weather of your destination at your time of arrival. Make sure that you are ready for that travel. If it's raining, you have the umbrellas. If it's cold, you have the jackets. And if it's hot, you are using the clothes which are comfortable at that time. Now, I'm going to do a small talk on the appliances which you can bring to the United States. Now keep in mind that Pakistan uses 220 volts in our country, and India and Bangladesh, I believe, as well use the 220 volts. But in United States it is 120 volts. So whatever devices or appliances you bring, keep that in mind. Now, there are most things that you cannot avoid. For example, your iron, you need it immediately. Hair dryer, laptops, mobile, they need power charging. For these items, please bring adapters. They are readily available in Pakistan. They are less expensive, and you can buy those from there, because if you come and buy from here, they are a bit expensive, especially when you are not earning dollar yet. So let me show you, this is the kind of plug which is used here. In Pakistan, there's a round type of socket, a plug leg, but this is flat. So bring it's very inexpensive adapter which can interface on this one on the Pakistani side, and come to the other side, it gives the interface for the US side. This is very important, otherwise your phone charging and other appliances would not work, and you have to spend immediately some money on it. Now, carry-on items. Keep one thing in mind when especially the family is coming, or even singles are coming. What happens that they are traveling and they want to put perfume, shaving cream, toothpaste, shampoo, and all those other items in their carry-ons. When you are traveling to the United States and if you have connecting flights, keep in mind that at airport they would take all those items and throw them away. However, what you can do is you can use travel sizes of all these items. They are small in size and they are allowed to take with your hand carry bag. But large bottles, regular bottles, they are not allowed. So keep in mind, otherwise your expensive items, perfumes and other things would be thrown away. One last thing, that use your belts and shoes which are easily can be removed, or wear them again, because at airports you have to remove your belt, you have to remove your shoes, and then in a rush you have to go to the other side. Lot of people are coming behind you and you want to wear the belt and shoes as quickly as possible to avoid the rush or hit by anybody else. Now, my next video would be, hope this video has been useful for you. My next video would be for those people after arriving in USA. As soon as they land here, what happens? How does the immigration is done, including the fingerprints and photos, and how the custom is done, what kind of form you need to fill that up. I will provide you all the information on the form and different text fields in it, so I can explain to you what you need to fill in.